When I decide to achieve a certain goal and I try to create new habits, but then after a few days, I fall back to the same old patterns because I'm not able to stick to those new habits. So today in this video, I am going to share with you how do you build a disciplined lifestyle where you're not just working all the time, but are creating a lifestyle that supports your vision, supports your health, supports your mental well-being, supports your joy and fun in your life. So it's a combination of everything that we are talking about. So write in the comment section below, what are some of the problem areas that you continuously struggle with? What are some of the thoughts that have been taking this real estate in your mind since last few months? What are the areas that you want to improve? Is it your health that you want to work upon? Is it your business? Is it your finances? Is it your personal relationships? What are these areas that you want to focus? Because once you are aware that the story that I keep on telling myself about how I'm struggling and suffering is not the way I am going to get out of them, then you start to find the solutions. Right? And that's what I'm here for. That's the conversation I'm going to have with you. It's not about the problems. It's about how do we find out better solutions. So first, let me know in the comments, what are the most common struggles that you face, especially when it comes to setting the discipline? And without having the clarity of what you really want to do in your life and how you want to build a life that is meaningful to you, you cannot achieve success. You can imagine the success, but it needs a hardcore discipline and dedication. It doesn't matter whatever career path you want to choose, whether you want to be a painter, you want to be a musician, you want to be a writer, you want to be a speaker, you want to be a great IT coder, a business person, whatever it is, you need to have the discipline. Discipline of what? How do you manage your energy? How do you manage your time? How do you manage your resources? And if you don't have any discipline, it's just a wild, far-fetched dream that's never going to become a reality. Let's be real about it. First thing is, before you desire any sort of discipline, what you need to know is why that matters. What is the why behind setting the discipline? And that why is related to the clarity of your goals. If I want to set a discipline to wake up, let's say 6 a.m. in the morning instead of like 8 o'clock, that is your usual waking time, then why is that important to you? And then you'll come back to me and say that I want to have more time for myself so that I can practice meditation, I can prime my day, I can have some space before I get into my work activities, I can have a little bit more time to nurture my self-care, I can have more connection time with my partner, with my kids, or I can just cook myself a healthy meal. Whatever it is that you feel you want to do in that extra time is your why, right? Now the why is not enough. It has to be tied up with the goal. Now the goal, if it is around being healthy, then waking up in the morning means that I am going to utilize this time to exercise for 20 minutes and practice meditation for 10 minutes. So 30 minutes in the morning, I'm going to wake up earlier to do this because I know if I'll practice this for 20 minutes diligently every damn day, I'm going to see the improvement in my body. And if I practice for 10 minutes only meditation in the morning, it's going to give me the calmness, grounding, and relaxation that is going to help me manage all the challenges throughout the day, right? So the why is important. Majority of the people come to me and say, you know what, I've been trying to wake up in the morning forever, but no, it's not going to happen because your brain doesn't understand the reason why you want to make it happen. Subconscious mind needs a visualization. It needs the image of what is it that you want to achieve. So if it is about writing a book, then your subconscious mind is like writing that book in the sleep itself. It's like, I got to wake up because I got to write the book. So then nobody has to wake you up. Whenever I've set my alarm, let's say if I set it for like 7 o'clock, I'll always wake up at 6:55 or 6:50. Never later than that, because your subconscious is activated all the time, whether you're aware of it or not. Okay? So give your mind the reason, which is backed by your emotions. Why is something important to you and what is the goal? Why this particular goal means so much to you that this discipline is important. Without this discipline, you're not going to get there. So discipline is just a tool. It's like creating the space for your mind to do those activities so that you can achieve that goal. So number one is your clarity, your why, backed by the emotion. And second is stepping out of the comfort zone, becoming comfortable with discomfort. And if you, like me, love to work out and challenge your body a little bit, you understand that the more you challenge your body, the more it rewards you. And I'm saying that you go crazy in the gym and keep on lifting weights. In fact, in the last couple of months, I've started doing more yoga and Pilates as compared to the weightlifting, and I've never felt so much better in my life physically. I have so much more energy, more drive, more relaxation. And I usually go by the end of the day because I want to decompress and I want to be with my body and not think of anything else. But it's uncomfortable. 8 o'clock in the evening when I just don't want to do anything else but just hit the bed or maybe grab a drink and watch TV. I become uncomfortable and I go to the yoga class, which is, by the way, super hard because I do power yoga. And it's sweaty and it's like the last thing that I want to do in that moment. It takes away so much of energy from me in that moment when I just go onto the mat and start practicing yoga. But after 10 minutes, oh my God, after 10 minutes, everything starts to shift. The discomfort becomes comfort. It becomes like a flow in the body. And eventually, I start to feel so great. I'm proud of myself. I'm looking myself in the mirror and making these poses and feeling so good that all this strain in my body has melted away. What is the lesson here? The lesson is that discomfort is the beginning. It is the thing that you need to experience in order to move that barrier. So to overcome that barrier, you need to feel the discomfort. If you're not feeling any pain, any discomfort, you're not growing. So please, become friends with discomfort. And all of this discomfort, where is this coming from? It is coming from your mental story. I'd rather be doing this than becoming uncomfortable. But uncomfortable is also equally important as comfort. And sometimes we value comfort more after going through an uncomfortable time. And it teaches you resilience. It teaches you to take your stuff seriously. It teaches you the power of persistence and dedication, because you know for you, this particular goal of feeling a certain way, looking a certain way, being a certain way is important. And that means that you have to take the action. And which means that you need to have certain discipline in your life so that you are able to take that action. The third thing in order for you to build the discipline is to reward yourself. To reward yourself for all the great work that you do. There's never going to be the limit of achievement. There's never going to be you that is the greatest of all time in a particular moment. You're always becoming great slowly and steadily. You're becoming great every day by putting in the work. So reward yourself. When you cultivate the discipline and you get things happen, you make things happen, then you must reward yourself by offering yourself something that you've held yourself back from. So for instance, if you have been holding back from eating junk food and you know it has been working out really awesome for you, and you know that, for the last 1 month, you haven't touched anything that was not good for your body, give yourself a reward of eating something which is not super healthy, but once in a month, so that you reward yourself and celebrate that you have built a certain power. You have built certain control. When we move from the things that we do not want to the things that are important for us, then the primary thing is to keep them on the side, but also never resist them. So building discipline is very much related to giving yourself enough rest, enough reward so that the momentum keeps on building. So when I know that once in a week I can eat a piece of cake, I love it. It helps me because I know that something that I really want is always available. I'm not snatching away myself from that experience. I'm giving myself that experience, but in control. So another issue that we have with the discipline right now that this reward thing will tie to is your indulgence with social media. You watch tons of videos, mindless scrolling on Instagram, And of course, so many times we find ourselves just sticking to the phone when rather we should be doing something else, right? So this is one damaging problem that society is facing at large. So we can't stay away from social media. We're going to be part of it, right? You're seeing me on social media. Reminding yourself that I can slow down and I can reduce my consumption of social media to maybe 2 hours a day at the max. And once in a while, I'm gonna indulge. Maybe when I'm super tired, I just don't want to do anything. Maybe I'll just go and watch cat videos or scroll aimlessly or just watch stuff that's coming in my mind, in front of me, right? So that indulgence can maybe happen once in a week. So now you are not snatching away yourself from not indulging in some activities that are sometimes also very relaxing, but keeping a control on it. So discipline is all about recognizing how do I optimize my time, energy, and resources in a way that I am able to participate in those actions and activities that are helping me achieve my goals. Very simple. Whatever your goal is, know why it matters. What are you going to lose if you're not accomplishing those goals? Why is it important for you to accomplish those goals? And the moment you understand that, it's automatically going to motivate you to set some structure for the day. And another thing that we're going to do with the discipline is to make the changes in your lifestyle, shift your lifestyle in a very easy, gentle, time-bound way. When people start to aim to wake up like earlier, they wake up at 8 and they're like, I want to start waking up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. It's not going to work. It might work for 2-3 days, but it's not going to work. And you'll find yourself yawning whole day. You're going to find yourself grumpy and distressed because you're pushing your body too much. So rather than saying that I'm going to wake up 2 hours earlier, I'm going to just say I'm going to wake up 30 minutes earlier. And then after a week, I'm going to wake up 45 minutes earlier. And then after another week, I'm going to wake up 1 hour earlier. That is the way to go about setting the discipline. Set the goals that are challenging, but at the same time, they're not overwhelming because you know how your body operates on the kind of sleep that you need. So, which also means setting the discipline in the nighttime so that you know that you'll have 7 hours of sleep, and that's substantial for you to function throughout the day without feeling like yawning or stressing or like experiencing lethargy. I hope these tips were very useful and practical because end of the day, whatever it is that you are trying to achieve is going to happen only by applying the information. If you're just listening here and I'm going to try these things out, nothing is going to happen. The only way we can achieve the transformation and experience new ways of living is by trying these things out.